Here we are, folks. It is the 12th of September, another day for our reveal show. We've got 7 rolls coming up from my own batch, and then we've got 2 rolls that'll be coming up of Eric's batch. I understand he did his first reveals today. Quite a wonderful thing. Good for Eric, man. I love you, brother. All right, so who do we have in here right now? We got Sureg. Eric Bayer is, of course, here. We've got Malcolm, Ant. Let's see. Parviz is here. Stanley. There's Mr. Worley. There's Yo-Man. Hello, Yo-Man. Missed you last week, brother. Let's see. Penny Hoarder is here, too. So how's everybody doing? How are we getting along today? Is today a wonderful day or not? We've got... Well, if my camera would ever stop shaking, it's like it's flowing in the wind. It's not a very good mount to have, is one that bounces like that. We've got a 53D, a 54D, a 57D, 56D, 44D, a 51S, and a 39S. Got some wonderful rolls coming up. Could have all kinds of wonderful goodies in them. I'll tell you guys, for the ones who have not yet been here, do not yet really know what this is, and you're just kind of looking in, kind of watching, here's the deal. These 7 rolls, plus 2 more that Eric has, will be opened this coming week. Given that they will be opened during this coming week, you can buy spots in those rolls right now for just a few dollars per coin, and we hunt through those rolls for you, with our expert eyes telling you exactly what we are finding in the rolls, but the coins in those rolls will actually be assigned prior to opening the rolls. So once we open the roll and the coin comes out, it is yours before we even see what it is. So your chances of getting good stuff in here is as good as the stuff that's in the rolls. And there could be some really good stuff in these rolls. They've not been searched. They've not been looked through by me or anyone else on the Coppercoin staff. We have no idea what's inside. So when we go through, if we find a die variety under your name, then we will assign that die variety a die number if it's one that's already existent or one that we need to add as a new one. If we add it as a new one, it is going to be listed as a new find. If it happens to be the nicest one of its sort in the roll, then we'll photograph your coin and add it to coppercoins.com as a part of the listing system on coppercoins.com, and then your coin becomes what is known as a plate coin. A plate coin is a coin that was photographed for a book or other resource. And so if your coin turns up to be a plate coin, then of course we'll get your name listed on the website under that coin, get that coin sent back to you with a special flip insert with my personal pen signature on it, to get you into the idea of having a coin that was used in a published guide. And it will cost you absolutely no more than the entrance fee to get in and get that particular coin assigned to you. So it's all at random. It's all how it works. And here we are. This is what we've got for this week, is these 7 rolls. The first one going to be sold is reveal number 465. It is a 1953D roll, and I happen to be able to get the top of it off to show you at least what the top coin looks like. There's the top coin in the roll. So what we're going to be doing here now is I'm going to count down. When I finish counting down, you can buy a maximum of 3 coins in this roll. Maximum of 3 coins. What you say is bin 3 or bin max to get 3 of them. You can bin 1, bin 2, or bin 3, but get your bin in there early, because there is any chance that there will be at least 20 to 30 people who want in on the roll, and they want 3 coins apiece. Guess what? 30 people with 3 coins apiece would be 90 coins. So there is no way that we're going to be able to give everyone what they want. So only the first come are those who are served. So here we go. Reveal number 465 is our first roll. And hang on a second. What did I just do? I just set myself up for a whole lot of who knows what. Here we go. Reveal number 465. We're going to get started now. Reveal number 465 is a 1953D plastic tube roll. These are going to be $3.95 per coin. And when I give you the go, you can go ahead and put in your request to buy. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Yo Man comes in and buys 2. Hang on a second. Here we go. Right. Ant for 3. We've got Crispy for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Then we've got Farm Dog for 1. We've got Sissy for 3. We've got Taco John for 3. And then let's see. After Taco John comes Stanley for 3. Got Malcolm for 3. Got Dennis Paulson for 3. Brian Rogel for 3. Christopher Daughtry wants 1. Mark Thomas for 2. And that's all I've got right now. Looks like I have enough space for a couple of other people to fit in who want to. It's 1953D plastic tube roll, doing them at $3.95 per coin. There's Jim Fletcher. Jim Fletcher gets his 3, and we are done. That's all it took. Thank you, Jim. All right, that's how it works, boys and girls. You come in, you get in line, you get the first bin in there, and you get the first selection here. There we go. Now, your coins will be placed, your names will be placed into the flip inserts at random, and the coins that are inside the roll will come out at random, so there's really no control over who gets what exactly. That's part of the fun of the whole thing. Next roll up is going to be 1954D, and this one is taped shut. I can show you the bottom of it, and that's what we've got on the bottom. It's a pretty nice looking coin there. So it's a 1954D plastic tube roll. This will be reveal number 466. We're going to do these at $3.75 per coin. And I am going to pull the trigger for you guys to go ahead and do your bins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's reveal number 466, 1954D. We've got Yo Man for 2. Mark Thomas for 2. Sissy for 3. Ant for 3. And then we've got, let's see, I want to make sure I did this right. Penny Hoarder for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Christopher Daughtry for 1. Malcolm's Coins for 3. Then we've got, who else? Crispy for 3. Then we've got Stanley for 3. Taco John for 3. Dennis Paulson for 3. Brian Rogel gets 1. And at the end of this roll, currently I have 3 people. Let me go back and check and be sure that I've got everybody added who needed to be. Yo Man for 2. Mark Thomas for 2. Sissy for 3. I've got Ant for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Chris Daughtry for 1. Malcolm for 3. Crispy for 3. Stanley for 3. Taco John for 3. Dennis Paulson for 3. And I got Brian Rogel for 1. Does anybody else want in who has not yet gotten in, or wants more who has not already received 3? If not, I'll let Jim Fletcher have the rest. Okay. Nobody speaking up. I'll let Jim have the rest. And that will be the end of that roll. That roll. Now we go on to a 1957D. 1957D has a number of nice double dies and repunchment marks, plus a really high grade coin can be quite valuable. So 1957D is the next one, reveal number 467. We're going to do these at $2.75 per coin. Of course, 3 per person is the max. So we are going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yo Man for 2. Then we've got Taco John for 3. We've got Crispy for 3. James Worley for 3. We've got Ant for 3. We've got Penny Hoarder for 3. Then I've got Mark Thomas for 2. Paul Hampton for 3. Sissy for 3. And then I've got Christopher Daughtry for 1. Malcolm for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Stanley for 3. Tim Crowell for 3. And that will finish off the roll. Oh, I didn't show the roll, did I? Well, duh. This Malcolm deserves my job. There's the reverse side of that one. It's got a little Larry on it. Let's flip that last coin over. Let's take a look at that last coin right there. There it is. Very typical to above typical 1957 D. Lincoln cent there. There aren't any additional ones in this roll. They are all sold out. We have them sold out at this point. So that will end that one. I appreciate it, folks. Next up, 1956D. 1956D. There's a pretty nice, clean-looking roll right there. All right. Let's see here. This is going to be reveal number 468. 468. Wow. That's a large number. Reveal 468 will be a 1956D plastic tubed roll. These will go at $2.75 per coin. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yo Man gets 2. Taco John for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. Crispy Mofo for 3. Ant gets 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Then we've got Paul Hampton for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Then we've got, let's see, Sissy for 3. Christopher Daughtry gets 1. Then Malcolm for 3. Stanley for 3. Dennis Paulson for 3. Dennis, you wanted 3, correct? Tim Crowell gets 3. Okay. And that will end that roll. Dennis Paulson and Tim Crowell will get theirs, and that is the end of that. We have a grand total of how many? 3 more rolls that I will be doing. They get a little more expensive as we go along because this next roll is a very special one. You guys who know your Lincoln cents will know that in 1944, Denver minted 2 different dies worth of coins that had a San Francisco mint mark punched first into the die. Then it was overlapped by a Denver mint mark. There's the top of this roll. We have no idea what's inside, but they are pretty coins. It looks like a very nice roll. So we are going to do these at $7.95 per coin. $7.95 per coin. And we're going to start these off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1944D. Yo Man gets 2. Surag for 1. Then we've got Bumpity Bum Bum. Mark Thomas for 2. Taco John for 3. Crispy Mofo for 3. Then we've got Paul Hampton for 2. Penny Hoarder for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. We've got Sissy for 3. We've got Farm Dog for 1. James Worley for 3. We've got Ant for 3. I'm afraid we're going to run out of coins on this one before we run out of people. Raymond Longy for 3. Techstar for 3. Then we've got Malcolm for 3. That is going to end this roll. Malcolm getting his 3 is going to end the roll. Sorry to Stanley, Otis, Coins and Ghouls, Brian Rogel. We do not have any additionals in this roll. $51S. How often do you see 1951S rolls of Lincoln Cents? Not very. Well, we got the top is taped shut on this one still. The bottom looks like that right there. It looks like a relatively clean coin on the other side of that superior tube. Malcolm says you'll give one up to the next person in line, which would be Stanley Zolkowski. So Stanley will get 1 in that roll. I appreciate it, Malcolm. Raymond Longy wants one of his to go to Stanley. So Stanley now has 2. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Hello, Jesse. And Mr. Patillo is here, too. Taco John says to give one of his. One of his will go to the next person in line, Otis. Okay, I can do that. I will have one of yours go to Otis. Sissy can spare 1. Sissy spares 1, too. I'm going to try to get somebody else in. Coins and Ghouls. We'll get it to Coins and Ghouls. He will much appreciate that. All right. There we go. I appreciate it, folks. Thank you guys for sharing and getting in on this together. This is all a family affair here. So 1951S. You don't see 51S rolls very often. They're just not very common. I have a hard time finding them. I've always had a hard time finding them. We're going to do these at $5.25 a piece. $5.25 a piece for a 1951S nice BU coin out of a roll that has not been searched. And we're going to do these in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is reveal number 470. Yo Man gets 2 of them. And then Mark Thomas for 2. Jim Fletcher for 3. Taco John for 3. Sureg gets 1. Crispy Mofo for 3. Chuck Patillo for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Then we've got Paul Hampton for 2. Malcolm for 3. Raymond Longy for 2. We've got Ant for 3. We've got Techstar for 3. And then we've got Brian Rogel gets 1. What else? How many do we have here? Oh, we've got a few left. Sissy for 3. And then I'll get Stanley in for 1 at the end of the roll. And to Otis, Farm Dog, Coins and Ghouls, and Tim Crowell, I was not able to get you in on this roll because I have already filled up 50 spots. So that's the best I can do for you guys, but I appreciate it. I thank you guys for trying to get in. I thank you guys for your patience for when we don't have enough spots. It just happens to be the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. I wish there were more coins in a tube, but 50 is all they have ever put in them. Let's look at this real quick. Now, this is a special tube of coins right here. 1939S. 1939S. That's the last year in the 30s, of course. It's after the beginning of World War II, but it was before the United States was involved in World War II. And there's some scraggly tape around the tube, but the tube's been opened, so I'm going to peel the tape away from the tube, just like this right here. It's just extra tape. I'll get that out of the way there. Get the tape off my fingers and off my thumb. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here now, 1939S. Oh man, this is gonna be amazing. That coin tells me, look at the luster on that coin. That tells me any coins in here that don't have the marks that this one has, which is on the end of the roll, are going to be absolutely amazing coins. So here we are. We're going to do these at $10.95 per coin. This is reveal number 471. We're going to go on this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Reveal number 471, 1939S. San Francisco Mint. Yo Man gets 2. And then we've got James Worley for 3. Sureg for 2. Mark Thomas for 2. Chuck Patillo for 3. Crispy Mofo for 3. Taco John for 3. Then we've got Jim Fletcher for 3. Farm Dog for 1. Penny Hoarder for 3. Ant for 3. Then we have Malcolm for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Let's see what I've got left on here. Not a lot. I'm not going to get to the bottom of the list. Sissy for 3. And then I have 2 spots left. Brian Rogel gets one of them, and Coins and Ghouls will get the other. And that's what I have left. My apologies to Raymond Longy, Techstar, Otis, Stephen A., Tim Crowell, and Stanley. I could not get you guys in on this roll. And now, I appreciate you guys getting involved here. I appreciate everyone helping out. And hang on a second. Gotta change my paperwork around a little bit here. There we go. All right. Now we have 2 rolls remaining. These will be Eric's rolls, and Eric has a 1959D. I don't have them here, so I can't show them to you, but Eric has a 1959D Fed Reserve Bank of San Francisco roll. Fed Reserve rolled 1959D roll. All kinds of opportunities here for die varieties. We're going to start these off at $2 per coin. Did you say 61D, Eric? No, the 59D, Fed Reserve Bank of San Francisco, then a 61D. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Never mind. I'm sorry. Back up. Back up the paint. I made that up. I didn't mean to make that up. Here we go. 1960s, reveal number 3, E3, and it's 1961D, 61D. Fed Reserve San Francisco roll, 1961D. And these will be $2 per coin. So I'm going to copy it and paste it and count it down, just like a good boy does. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go now. This is a 1961D by Eric. Yo Man gets 3. Taco John for 3. Then we've got Crispy for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. Jim for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Paul Hampton for 3. Then I've got Sissy for 3. Stephen A. for 3. Sureg for 2. Tim Krell for 3. And let's see how many of that leaves me. I do have a few left. So Stanley gets 3. Techstar for 3. Dennis Paulsen for 3. And then I have one left at the end of the row, and that will go for Malcolm. Malcolm's coins gets the last coin in this roll. And that makes up the total of 50. And that's what we have there. All right, let's see where I go from here. What is next? I have a 1959D. It's a 1959D. This is reveal E004. Reveal E004 will be Eric's fourth roll. This one will be $2 per coin. And it is a 1959D. 1959D Fed Reserve Bank of Minneapolis roll. 1959D Fed Reserve Bank, Minneapolis, at $2 per coin. Patreus the list will be ready for tomorrow night in about 15-20 minutes. But we will be adding to it before the actual auction tomorrow. So you can look at it tonight to get yourself started, but then tomorrow you need to look at it again. Okay, so we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Reveal number E004. Yo Man for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Then we've got Sureg for 2. Taco John for 3. Techstar for 3. Crispy Mofo for 3. Paul Hampton for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. Penny Hoarder for 3. Then we've got Ant for 3. Stephen A. for 3. And let's see. Sissy for 3. Then we've got Stanley for 3. Dennis Paulsen for 3. And we got Otis for 1. And oddly enough, that's the last request, and that's the 50th coin in the roll. So we have filled exactly 50 coins in that roll. Folks, I appreciate it. That's all we have for tonight. I can stick around and chit-chat for a little while, but we're finished with the sales, and I appreciate everyone being here. So for those of you who don't want to sit and listen to me, then you're done. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a great night, a great week to everyone. Now these, I do have, how many? 2 reveals remaining from this week. The 2 reveals that I have remaining from this week will be done tomorrow during the day. And then Wednesday we will start working on these reveals. I'll probably do them at the rate of 3 per day on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And did Malcolm get in? No, Malcolm did not get into that final roll. Couldn't make it to get Malcolm in. Actually, he didn't even request for the final roll. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he did up in the top before I... Okay. Before I hit. Anybody want to squeeze a spot in for Malcolm? That's right, Eric, for these 2 rolls, the reveal E003 and E004, Eric will be sending out the invoices for these. They're his rolls, it's his business, he's doing it, so he's sending the invoices. You guys pay him on those invoices. There will be no extra shipping charge for these because he is shipping them together with the coins that I'm sending to him to process. So he's going to process his in with mine and mail them to you as an additional part of the package that he's mailing for me. So you're not going to pay any extra shipping on these. I'll give Malcolm one of Yeoman's. Okay, and Paul says he can have one of his. So I got Malcolm 2 coins in the roll now. That'll do us pretty good. All right. You know, I took a little bit of time to review some of what Eric did today. I was in the car. I was headed back from the coast, and I was able to watch about half, maybe 3/4 of his first show. And man, was it ever nice. It was great watching somebody else do a reveal. It is exciting to watch. It's not quite as exciting to do them. Eric loves doing them. I don't know. I like doing them. I love doing them. But see, in his last request, they gave him a boat, and he followed the herring into the west. Is that Ollie Swenson or Sonson? You missed Eric's last week? Well, you'll get in him this week. Egg rolls? Come on, Eric. Egg rolls? Is that the best you can do? I think you did a great job, brother. Like you observed during the show, pick it up a little bit, speed it up just a little bit, and you'll be absolutely perfect. Did I understand the 05 nickel detached leg? No, Techstar, I'm not sure what you're talking about. It is. It's like riding in the back seat of my own car. It's like, oh, hey, cool. I left this over here. I didn't realize that. It's like I see things that I kind of like to change with the overall format because he's basically copying straight off the format that I developed, and I'm thinking, okay, well, that doesn't quite look right there. We might try something different sometime soon. Right, don't drop the coins. I get that. That happens to me once in a while. But Eric did an awesome job in his show. Oh, the 50 poker chips, I could just send them to you. Or, I can order them for you either way. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, Techstar, I appreciate it. Yes, we are still live. We are still live, sissy. Okay, sounds good, Eric. Okay, Tim, if you got in on E003 or E004, which you did, Tim will be billing you. I'm sorry, Eric will be billing you, not Tim. You are Tim. So Eric will be billing you for the E003. He will not bill you additional postage because I think you got in on at least one of the earlier. Hang on a second. Let me get this. Hang on. Let me get my sheet straightened out here real quick, and then I'll be able to tell you exactly what's going to happen. Let's see here. Let me get this sorted. Okay, now I've got these sorted by name. Okay, Tim, here's how things will work. You got 3 coins each from 467 and 468. I will bill you for those. You will get your $3.50 shipping charge in that invoice. And then Eric will additionally invoice you for the one reveal you did make it into, the $6 for the E003, the 1961 D roll. All right, Tim, I will look and see. I do know that I've got something to mail to you that I just fulfilled today. I got stuck into a position of having too many packages to mail before I went to Florida, and I've been back from Florida for a few days, but here I sit still trying to get my packages together and get those done, but I will get it mailed to you for sure. And the E, yes, the E is Eric, so that we can separate what are Eric's reveals and my reveals. Because the way that Eric and I are doing this, if he did these under my name and under my invoicing, then the federal government would charge me for the income, plus they would charge Eric for the income when I send him a 1099 at the end of the year. So instead of doing it that way, Eric just opened his own business info, and he is charging these from his wife's business account so that we can get all that income to him, and I'm not worried about it. It's not mine, and he's doing that strictly from his position. Found 236 1 cent, 1 DO 10 in AU. If you send me a picture of one of them that's close enough and clear enough to show me what the doubling is, I might be able to help you identify those for sure, unless you're pretty sure that you've got it straight. There's going to be over 200 rolls in tomorrow's auction. Over 200 rolls in tomorrow's auction. Okay, Parviz, I will give you a call and I will talk to you about exactly what we're going to do. I believe you're talking about the box that I sent you the email about, and then 2 rolls of 1968. Okay, we can take care of that, brother. All right, I think I'm done. I think we have everything together, and please join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. We're going to have a really nice roll auction. It's going to be a great one. We've got a lot of OBW rolls. We've got a lot of wheat rolls. And a lot of BU wheat rolls. So don't miss it. We are going to be here. We're going to be doing a big auction. All right, folks. And take care tonight. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. 30